The Israeli regime bombed the only Catholic church in Gaza, the same Catholic church that Pope Francis used to call every night and talk to them before he died. The new Pope put out a statement on Twitter, which was good, acknowledging it, but yet didn't say who did it. Where are the Catholics? Where are the Catholics? Where are the Christians? Where's Michael Knowles? I thought you were like so Catholic. Where are you guys? And I ask this question every time there is a new fresh round of assaults on Christians or Catholics, whether that be in Gaza or the occupied West Bank, and none of you are anywhere to be found. If any of you actually gave a single fuck about Christians or Catholics, you would be outraged by the amount of times the Israeli regime has attacked Catholics and Christians, bombed churches. 3 people died in this church bombing. You didn't have anything to say on Easter when people in occupied East Jerusalem were attacked by the IOF. And of course, the IOF said that it was an accident and they're going to be investigating themselves. It's always a lot of accidents happen there. Just last week, terrorist settlers set fire to the St. George Monastery and the Christian cemetery in the Christian village of Tebeh, one of the oldest Christian sites in Palestine. All of the Christian priests in the village of Tebeh calling for immediate international intervention to protect their community from escalating Israeli settler attacks on their land, homes, and sacred Christian sites. Where you be? This statement is from last week. What have you done? What have any of you done? Millions of Christians from around the world, and especially American Christians, go to occupied Palestine every single year to visit the holy sites. And none of you have anything to say about the fact that the Israeli regime, whether it be the IOF or the terrorist settlers, are destroying 1,000-year-old history? Why even go? You think this is fucking Disneyland? I need you to explain. The attacks on Christians and Catholics and holy sites and infrastructure and people in both the occupied West Bank and in Gaza have been consistent and sustained, and yet, has anybody answered their letter? If some of you don't start speaking up soon, there's going to be no holy site for you to visit. Why do you think there's so little sites and Christian churches and people in occupied Palestine? Because they've all been terrorized and driven out. I did find it really interesting, though, that despite the horrific damage that they did to the church, and they did a lot in this bombing, they didn't knock over the cross. The cross still stands, so not today, Satan.